Welcome to part 3 on what modders hate the most and that I personally hate that others do as a modder. Those that are just starting out with this video, I give a topic of what modders and I personally hate the most and then explain why, otherwise elaborating on it. So with that said, for those that have been watching the series 1 and 2, you already know how that goes, so let's get right to it. Number 1. And this has been very prevalent as of late. I just want to fucking play the game. Alright? I have needs and wants and this and that as well. Sometimes I just want to get on Modern Warfare 3 or Grand Theft Auto 5 and just play the game. Just play it. Play it normally. Have fun. Not just spend my whole life giving and doing what you guys want to do. Sometimes I just want to play the game. Seriously. I mean, I'm not a fucking slave to you people. Yeah, what I do is free, it's helpful, it's out of the kindness of my heart. But, you know, I want to do what I want to do sometimes. And you people need to respect that. As you should with the other modders. They're probably more busy than I am. Especially the famous ones. If they just want to play, let them play. Don't bug them about it. If they're saying I'm just playing to play, fuck off. Don't annoy them. Don't bug them. Don't question it. They will get to you in due time. If you got deranked, you know, I'll probably help you out or something, but, you know, if it's something like, hey, I want menu access, fuck off, man. Seriously, just let me play the game. I'm not kidding. It's rare and it's infrequent, but there are times I just want to play the game. So let me do it and don't harass me about it. And if you really want to be removed off my friends list, but you don't want to do it and want me to do it, try to guilt trip me for wanting to play the game and not help you out. That's real easy way to get you removed. Part 2, as I will put it. It's number 2, but it's also part 2 to the number 1. They kind of go together. Only messaging me for modding reasonings. No other. I kind of touched on this before, as I said. It's kind of part 2 to part 1. If you want anything to do with me only because of my ability to give mod menu access or to mod in general, then I don't want you as a friend. Like me for me, be it personality, be it Goth Lifestyle, viewpoints, perspective, etc., or my gaming ability. Otherwise, fuck off. I don't want you as a friend if the only reason you want me on your friends list or to know me or to message me or to game with me is because you want mod menu stuff. And I hate you. Just know that. Plain and simple. Number 3. People that think they're more important than everybody else. You're not more important than everyone else. Again, what I'm doing is for free. I have no obligations to anybody. Not only this, but even though you think you're the only one that I'm dealing with, you're not. It's kind of like a registered nurse. They got a whole floor of people to deal with. So you might think you're just so important that you're the only one that's worthwhile, but the registered nurse has like 13 other people to deal with or 20 more people to deal with on top of you. Fuck off. Thank you. Number 4. People that think just because we're modders means that we don't have anything else going on in our lives. Well, here's a reality check for you. Modders have a life outside of modding. Good God. We cannot dictate our lives to you in modding. I personally hate when people think that I have more free time than they think. It really is annoying. Because seriously, I have a life outside of modding. So if I'm online for a few days, deal with it. I'm not dead. I'm not whatever. For those that, you know, are genuinely concerned for me because I'm not online for a while, I do appreciate it. I do thank you for your concern. But for those that are You're like, hey man, where you been? Get all kind of attitude pissy with me just because I wasn't online to help them or give them mod menu or whatever. Fuck you. Seriously. Number 5. I need help. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Neither do I! I don't fucking know either. So don't just message me saying, I need help. What the fuck with what? Mental health? Martial arts? Philosophy? What the fuck do you need help for? Assumingly, I'm going to assume maybe it's probably more so towards modding, but how the fuck am I supposed to know specifically what I'm going to be helping you out with? Modding wise. Anything wise. Again, what I'm doing is out of the kindness of my heart and so on, but seriously, be a little bit specific, because you need to explain yourself so I know if I need to get right to it because it's quick and easy, or if it's going to be something long like a full recovery on Grand Theft Auto 5. Because like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of people, so if I can quick bang you out with a rank up in a rank up lobby, I'll do that right away. But if it's something that's going to take a little bit of time, then I'm going to have to schedule you in, per se. Put you in line, per se. Behind the others that have come first. First come, first serve. And again, this is what it's like for a lot of other modders. Even the people the modders that make you pay money. This also is, they can relate to this. Don't just message them saying, I need help. Be specific. Know what you need help with and explain it to them. That way they can put you on the list in line or get you right on out of the way and taken care of, depending on how long it's going to take. That's it. It's not that hard, man. Not that hard. A little bit of effort goes a long way. Number 6. Now this is only for Grand Theft Auto 5. Although I could apply it to Modern Warfare 3 should they want a combo of a Modern Warfare 3 and GTA 5 recovery. But we'll just go with the idea that this is strictly for a recovery for Grand Theft Auto 5. A full one. Not a remote one, but one where I have to sign in. Okay, with that said, sending me incorrect sign-in info. Oh, how irritating that is. Okay, so you gotta understand, most of the time I'm playing Modern Warfare 3. So in order to get to Grand Theft Auto 5, I gotta switch my Launch INI plugins to Grand Theft Auto 5, and then Silk Road and Purge or Africans or whatever the hell I'm gonna use to give you the recovery. And then I gotta reboot, and then I gotta load up, and wait for those long ass loading screens that GTA 5 has, and then I, have to go and download your profile. Okay, so what people like to do apparently is not check their information to ensure that it's the correct information. And because of that, I had this new routine where I go on Xbox.com and I try to sign in on that first. And then once I successfully sign in, then I will go through that process and get on Grand Theft Auto 5 and download your profile. Because what happens 9 times out of fucking 10 is people will send me their email and their password, but it doesn't fucking work. Either 1, it's misspelled email, 2, it's just a completely wrong password, or they don't know their information. Time wasters. Oh my God. If you want blacklisted, that's a great way to do it. It's like, okay, we're taking time out of our day and our lives to give you a full recovery on Grand Theft Auto 5. But you don't have the common courtesy or decency to check and make sure that your information that you're about to send is correct and accurate? Are you stupid? Oh. Luckily, again, I'm a nice modder and I don't tell people off, but god damn do I want to. As busy as I am, and as much as I do, the least you can do is go on Xbox.com and try to sign in. Make sure that your information is 100% correct and accurate, so I don't have to deal with that bullshit. Because what I'm going to start doing is, if you send me the incorrect information, I'm just going to be done with it right there and then and go back to Modern Warfare 3. Because you're disrespecting me. You're not showing common courtesy, decency, or anything. With all the time and effort that I'm taking to do it, you should take a little bit of time and effort to ensure that your details, your sign-in information is accurate, that it is correct, that it will sign in, so I am not wasting my time. Come on, people. Write it down, type it out, whatever. Go to Xbox.com, sign in, and if it doesn't work, then you're like, oh shit, good thing I didn't send him that. And then figure out whatever password it is, or whatever you're mistyping, or whatever, and then correct it, try it again. If you can sign in, then after signing in with that information, then send it to me. Thank you. Number 7. Oh, and is this ever so prevalent? Demanding I get onto a game when I'm playing a completely different game. Holy hell. This has been one that's really been getting to me a lot because, you know, again, it's a part of the reason that inspired me to do this part 3 video. Okay, so say I'm playing Modern Warfare 3, right? You know, that's what I like to do. Someone else is on Grand Theft Auto 5 or Black Ops 2. Then all of a sudden I'll get a message saying, get on GTA, or just GTA 5, or get on Black Ops 2. And you blatantly see me on Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, to send me a message, that's what you gotta do. You gotta view the profile. You see, playing Modern Warfare 3, but yet you go to the message and you type out Modern Warfare 3, or whatever, Grand Theft Auto 5 Black Ops 2, and then you hit the send button. Proceed to tell me to get on GTA or Black Ops 2. No. It doesn't work like that. If I wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 5 or Black Ops 2, then I would be on Black Ops 2 or Grand Theft Auto 5, god damn it. And the same applies to my Modern Warfare 3 friends. If I am on Grand Theft Auto 5, don't message me saying to get on Modern Warfare 3. If anything, there's a likely good chance that I'll be on there anyways there soon enough, as I prefer Modern Warfare 3 over Grand Theft Auto 5. So again, if you see me playing one game and you're on a different game, don't message me demanding, like an entitled spoiled brat, that I get on the game that you're playing just because you're fucking playing it. That is so fucking annoying and self-absorbed. It makes me hate you. It really does. Leave me alone. Seriously. If we're playing different games, the only messages I want to see is, hey, what's up? How you doing? Or things of that nature. Don't bug me about modding. Don't bug me about going and playing the game that you're playing. I don't want none of it. Thank you. Number 8. Friend request spamming. Now, I've only had like 3 to 4 people doing this, but I have literally denied this one person in particular about 30 times in one gaming session. I get his friend request, I instantly deny it. And then a few seconds later, he's already sending me a new one. What the fuck? I remember I did this in succession, meaning instantly. At least 50 times, where I'd instantly deny it, and then he would refresh it, instantly send me a new one a few seconds later, and we repeated this 5 minutes straight. And by the time I was done doing what I was doing, and while denying his friend request, I just said fuck it, and I just turned off my console. Like, fuck off? Take a hint, maybe? I don't literally mean send me 20 more and maybe I will do it. That's actually a sarcastic expression that I use as to say, if I don't accept it after the first couple times, don't send me anymore. Seriously, you don't know how fucking annoying that is. I mean, you've become so obsessed that you are going to keep friend requesting me until I accept it? No, that's harassment, and I'm not going to tolerate it. You're obsessive, you're creepy, and I'm not going to accept your friend request. The more that you friend request me, the less likely I'm going to accept your friend request. If anything, I'm going to end up blocking you. Seriously. Don't do it. A lot of other modders can also relate to this, I'm sure of it. Number 9. Misinformation about modding by skids. People, to give you a short understanding of what a skid is, it's a individual that has watched some YouTube videos or minorly has an understanding of what modding is and knows a little bit of the jargon and what have you about modding, going out and acting like they know what they're talking about. Like, for instance, they know what the Ninja Stealth server is, and they know that you need a KV, and they know the name of a few mod menus. And then they go, and then they go out and say something that you can USB mod online. LOL. Kill me. Okay, so I deal with this more in Grand Theft Auto 5 because you know there are a lot of people that I guess trying to fit in or whatever. But basically, there are people out there that say they're a modder when they're genuinely not. You know, oh yeah, I'm a modder. I'll give you a cash drop. Oh, I'll boot you offline, and they have no idea anything about anything. And so, because of that, as I explained in part 2, usually that's going to get your ass destroyed. But this more pertains to the misinformation that they give, rather than their act of being a modder. So, because they're so full of themselves and they're trying to impress people by pretending to be a modder, they talk a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of what they're saying is incorrect. They may be right about a few things, like KV changes and shit like that. But generally, they'll say stuff like, "Oh yeah, you can USB mod. I'm USB modding right now." And then people will be, naive enough to believe them, and then go on YouTube, search up USB mods, download a virus, because it's under the pretense of being a USB mod, which we know there is no such thing in the real world modding. And then they end up fucked up because of it, all because they listened to some skid. God, I can't believe that there are people out there that actually do that kind of thing, but like I said, they want to be cool online, as if that's important. God, that's so stupid. So they'll pretend to be a modder, and then they end up just lying and spreading misinformation, be it purposely or just their own ignorance. And that is just something that drives me up the wall. It's like you're not impressing anyone. If anything, you're just making an ass out of yourself for no reason. You must be well informed if you're going to tell anything about that. And always do your research when you're talking to someone. Even if they sound like they know what they're talking about, make sure they got the credibility behind that to which they speak. It will definitely come in handy when you're dealing with retards like these skids that act like they're a modder, and they act like they know what they're talking about, but in reality they don't even know that you need a JTAG RGH in order to do any modding. And lastly, to top off this series of what modders hate the most, number 10. Trying to bribe me with saying I will sub to you or give you a shout out. This goes along with when many people only want to be on my friends list due to being someone that can give them mod menu access. And no other reason. Look, what I do is a free service in my free spare time. The what I do is for the people, by the people, more or less. Even if I was being paid, bribes wouldn't push you up the line. I have what's called integrity. Anyway, if the only reason you're going to sub to me, be on my friends list, or have anything to do with me is, or whatever, like my videos or whatever, then I don't want you on my friends list. If the only reason that you'll do any of that is if I do something for you mod-wise. Again, I will get to you eventually. Especially if I've never worked with you before. If you're already ranked up and you have an unlock all and all you want is mod menu access, then you're going to be waiting a long time. If you have been ranked, I will actually try to get to you faster than everyone else. I prioritize accordingly, especially if it won't take very long. But if you're someone who's, you know, new to me and how I do things, if I never worked with you before and you try to bribe me, just know that shit ain't gonna work. I'll get to you when I get to you. And again, I rather have you on my friends list. I rather have you as a subscriber, etc., etc., by genuinely liking my content rather than liking something that I do for you. A lot of other modders probably don't mind the free subs or whatever because they feel cool on the internet because they got a whole lot of subscribers. But as you can tell, you can watch any of my videos, and not once do I ask, sub to my channel, like my video. I don't beg for subscribers. I don't beg for likes. All my likes I've gotten genuinely, without any help, without any begging. It's just by people who genuinely like my videos. And never will I ask for a sub. Never will I ask for you to like my video. I may say, hey, yeah, I do have a channel, but I'm never going to ask you to subscribe to it. There may be a video I want you to watch, be it to help you out. Like if you're interested in a RGH or buying it, I got a video on that. So a lot of the time, people that are asking me, hey, how do I get into modding? Hey, how can I get into this whole modding community? I'll send them that video. Because it's got all the links, all the important information, and I explain it step by step and full detail. So it's rather than me typing out several messages or whatever, I can just send them a video. But that's not asking me to sub. Asking you to sub, rather. I'm just doing it so it's a quick way of giving you information in full detail without spending hours typing out every single thing. It's paragraphs of information. Seriously. So again, long story short, you either subscribe to me because you like my content, or don't subscribe, don't like. Plain and simple as that. You're not gonna bribe me by saying, hey, I'll sub to your YouTube channel if you mod my car or you rank me up. No,